Our descendants were there in Afghanistan in the 11th century, and they were the flag bearers of civilization, Muslim values, the preachers of Islam, and they found their way into India in 11th century, and they served in different parts of India. They preached in different parts of India. The preaching in India wasn't really the easy one, because the fundamental religious values of the Hindus were very well established, and it was not easy to break through them. Anyhow, they kept on working. They traveled the length and breadth of India. They preached India all throughout, and they were successful in preaching Islam in India. Well, the success tale in India is not on the pattern of Syria, Lebanon, and Egypt, because when the Muslims reached Lebanon, the Muslim reached Iraq, the Muslim reached Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, Palestine. They converted the population not only to Islam, but they also converted them into the new language, Arabic language. So there was the cultural change, there was the religious change, and it was Islam all over and it was Arabic all over. But when we compare it to Persia, in Persia there was comprehensive success, of course. They converted them to their religion, a comprehensive conversion to Islam in Persia. But the Persians remained with their own culture, remained with their own language, because the fundamentals of their language, the fundamental of their regional culture was pretty strong. And yes, they continued with their language, Persian language, they continued with their regional culture, and they became the members of Muslim Commonwealth. So they were converted to Islam. But when we see the story of India, yes, a large number of them were converted to Islam, but they remained with their own language, they remained with their own culture, and that is quite advisable as well, because they were the people of the different region, different habitat, different environment, atmosphere. So the people remained with their culture. And as far as the conversion is concerned, it could not be a comprehensive conversion in India. Not all of the Indians embraced Islam. Not all of the Hindus embraced Islam. Not all of the Buddhists embraced Islam. In fact, it was a partial success of the faith spread. And they continued with it. And our predecessors in India performed with great success. They spread the message of Islam in the length and breadth of India, in all the corners of India, in all the areas of India, and they were successful in spreading Islam. So the preaching continued, and along with such preaching, the political onslaught of the emperors of Islam also continued. So there were the days of Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi from 999 to 1030. Then there were the days of Shahabuddin Ghori from 1175 to 1206. There were the days of the Turks, the slave dynasty from 1206 to 1290. There were the days of Taghlaq from 1290 to 1320, 1290 to 1320, and then there were the days of the Khaljis. No, let me correct myself. They were not Taghlaq, they were Khaljis. I'll provide the same in my next video. I beg your pardon, please.